This is Dropping Hints.
I'm Alex.
I'm Silas.
In this podcast, you'll catch a glimpse of our everyday conversations.
Hit the stop button.
Now let's try it again. And I was being genuine.
I didn't know you were. I thought you were just testing me. Hello.
That was another test, and you failed.
This is all going in.
So, how do you feel about camping?
It's okay.
Really?
I don't hate it. Yeah.
Because that's not what you said literally 10 seconds ago.
Literally 10 seconds ago, I leaned in and said, hate it.
You hate camping.
I don't hate camping.
Let me put it to you this way.
I said I hate bugs.
When was the last time you went camping?
Last time I went camping outside, like, in the elements.
By definition, that's, yes, camping.
Maybe not. We'll see. Last time I went camping outside was like, what year is it? Let's see. It would have been, 2009?
2009?
Right? When did we get the cabin? That was 2010, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
If the cabin was 2010, it was like the year after.
2007 we got it.
2009 is probably a good bet. Probably no later than 2009. That's the last time that I would say that I went outside camping.
Okay, you got me. The technical definition of camping is the activity of spending a vacation living in a camp, tent, or camper. So it doesn't specify that the camp, tent, or camper has to be outside.
But it does specify that it has to be vacation. That's the part that's confuzzling me.
Yes. Not all camping is vacation.
No.
If you know what I mean.
Think about the people in the Civil War. They had to do a lot of camping, and they were certainly not on vacation.
Well, I mean, some of them probably thought it was, vacation.
And the other ones were getting artillery shells shot at them.
Yes. Oh, there goes a cannonball. Sweet. Awesome.
Here comes the cavalry. Get your bayonets ready.
That's another topic for another time.
Yes, we'll talk about that later. We're talking about camping right now.
Yeah. So we used to go camping in the Great Smoky Mountains all the time.
Not just the Smoky Mountains. The Great Smoky Mountains.
The average Smoky Mountains.
The pretty okay Smoky
Mountains. The okay Smoky Mountains.
I love the Smoky Mountains, regardless of if I may temporarily if I may temporarily not wildly enjoy the act of camping, which I haven't done in so many years, so I can't even say that. The Smokies are great, regardless.
Yeah. Well, it's in the name.
I didn't mean to do that, but I did. They're great.
They're not average Smokies, but okay. So yeah, we used to go camping up there a lot. Haven't done it in many, many years. Yeah, I really enjoyed going camping. Really thought we're being one with nature. It was it was great. We're just out there.
I mean,
us in the trees.
I thought it was
the
very
deer
fun
and the streams. The creeks, but
little creeks.
Yeah, there was a great little spot where we went camping where there was a creek off the beaten path from the campground, and we used all of us siblings used to go down there and just play in the creek. There were like little islands in the creek, whatever. We used to
we wouldn't splash around. We would
you get across the stepping stones and get there, whatever. It was a lot of fun. We were just playing around there all the time. Can remember that. I think the worst part about camping there was probably the bugs. As
the worst part of any camping is.
I think if you've seen our first episode, you know that we hate spiders, we hate bugs.
Yeah, if you remember, we wanted that guy to stay dead.
We don't like arachnids and we don't like insects. There's a difference there. We don't want to be foolish here. Yeah, but there was some over by the bathrooms. There were these giant crane flies that would just hang out there.
Which crane flies? They look like
mosquitoes.
They look like big mosquitoes.
Are like the size of your hand.
Yeah, some of them can be like as big as your palm. Usually they're around like a $50 size. Not like anybody knows what a $50 looks like.
I don't know if they bite or not.
I don't
think
they do.
They're just annoying and unpleasant to be around. So it's not desirable to have those. And when you go in a bathroom, it's like there's hundreds of them in there.
Because of the fluorescent lights.
Because the lights, it's probably a damp area, and
well, we won't talk about that.
but yeah, so they just love to camp out in there, and it was always like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I need to be ready in case they swarm. I can just make a quick exit. So these were things that you really
Title of the
dealt
episode
with.
right there. I need to be ready in case they swarm.
In case they swarm. But yeah, no, something else happened too when we went camping one year. This year was particularly bad because it was raining the whole time, basically, and camping in the rain.
Thunderstorm.
No matter how much they sell this waterproof spray for your tent, no matter how much of this spray you can just douse this tent in this waterproof spray. You can put tarps over your tent. You can do anything. Water is still getting inside that tent. Doesn't matter what you do.
As a chemist would say, I don't care how non-polar your substance is, you're going to get water in there.
Yeah, your tent is hydrophilic, okay? So that means it attracts water.
Yeah.
Right? That's what that means. Yeah, that's what that means. So, anyway, so it was raining really bad this year. And so one particular evening, we were making dinner, and we were kind of just huddled under our tarp over the picnic table, and our dad was cooking up whatever, hot dogs or hamburgers or whatever was on the grill, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, just like this blinding light and this crash of thunder. Lightning struck, obviously.
Either that or Jesus came back and then decided, wait, not yet.
He was like, he kind of like put one foot in the pool, and he's like, yeah,
they're not ready for me yet.
Yeah, so lightning struck, but it struck a tree that was just adjacent to our campsite. Like, I'm talking like 30 feet from where we were sitting. This thing, that was me. I really got into that.
I heard like a clitter clattering.
So lightning struck this tree that was about 30 feet away from us, and I tell you, all of us jumped out of our skins. We were so startled by this. It was, man, once that happened, we were like, okay, everyone get inside the van, like the big sucker of a van, mind you. So we could all fit inside of it. And so we got in there, we huddled in there and waited for the storm to pass. But you see, it was just normal rain, and then boom, out of nowhere, just like this lightning just creams this tree. And we went by after the storm had passed, and we looked at this tree. And when lightning strikes a tree, it's really interesting because it like wraps around. It makes this weird pattern on the tree. It was really funky. But yeah, we learned our lesson that day. If it's raining outside, you should not cook next to the trees, because
that's the dumbest lesson ever. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to sit under a tree in the rain or stand under a tree in the rain because of
the
same reason.
And if you're out in the field and there's a thunderstorm, what are you supposed to do? And you're the tallest thing.
Oh, well, then you lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And you just let the healing rain just fall on you.
I'm not afraid.
Healing rain.
In heaven's name.
Yes.
Contemporary Christian music.
Yeah. So that was some real camping. I mean, we probably had some other. There are obviously lots of encounters with bears.
Close encounters of the bear kind. Yeah. They're fuzzy little devils. But
those suckers can open cars now. So just FYI.
Yeah, lock your doors, people.
If you go camping and there's bears around, they're going to open your car door unless you lock it. So
yeah, they can open up the bear-proof.
If that's where you store your food, make sure you lock your car door, You
don't seem to understand. The bears can open up
bear-proof
garbage cans.
With our very eyes, we have seen a bear open up a car door, reach inside, grab a frozen pizza, and start to eat said frozen pizza. Okay, I've seen this. All right, firsthand.
Like there's no container a bear can't open. like they
There's no container a bear can't open.
I watched some video. I don't
That's
remember
the title of
why,
the
but it
episode.
was like they was talking about like a grizzly bear, and it was like, oh yeah, like we were just trying to test how strong this grizzly bear was. So they put like a industrial dumpster for some reason. That was their litmus test. They're like, let's put an industrial dumpster in with this grizzly bear, not a black bear from the Smokies, but a grizzly bear. And the grizzly bear was just like knocking it around, like pushing it around.
Now, a grizzly's considerably stronger
Grizzlies
than
are
a
like
black bear.
monsters.
Yeah.
Those guys are
Those
intense.
suckers will eat you alive.
Well, they don't. I'm sure they wouldn't like to.
Oh,
They usually just kind of gnaw on you.
given
for a
half
bit,
the chance.
and then they just kind of like toss you aside once they realize you're dead. If you played it.
We do not give advice on how to interact with bears.
Everybody's
If you
watched
encounter
enough YouTube videos on that to be at least a semi-expert in bear safety.
I think if you're roaming in bear country, you're taking a shotgun with you. If you don't, you're a fool.
You ever seen that video of a grizzly bear taking a shotgun shell to the face?
No, I
Not
don't
even
really
kidding.
want to. But
It's not graphic. It's from very far away, but legit.
we don't condone animal violence.
We don't
either.
condone animal violence, but if a grizzly bear is charging you and you're 30 feet from your house and you're trying to get there and you put a slug in this bear's face and he just
That's why-
shakes it off, that guy deserves to eat you.
Well, okay, maybe if you empty like all of your rounds, okay, this is weird. I don't know why we're talking about this.
Just forget about the bears. Okay.
Why are we talking about shooting bears?
Camping.
Yes.
Camping is it.
Well, you see, if you're Silas, then you have a different definition of the word camping. Whenever someone says camping to Silas, means setting up the tent inside the house.
Well, that's what we used to do back in the day. We would go. Everybody did that. We would go camping inside the house.
Yes.
Right. We set up the tent. You clear out a whole. Oh. I just
Take it easy, Silas. Take it easy.
You clear out a whole space in the room. You set up the tent in the middle of the room.
And for us, that was like the entire floor space.
That was the entire floor space because there
three
was
of us sharing a room. 3 beds, 3 dressers,
Well, you can't say 3 beds. It was a bunk bed.
Well, it was 3 beds.
Technically, but 2 of them were stacked on top of each other.
Yes.
And we're talking about floor space. 3 beds, 1 of which was a bunk bed, 2 of which were bunk beds.
Anyway, so there was a small space in the center.
And we would set up a big tent. And then you would put a lantern inside the tent. Obviously, you can't use normal light.
Wasn't it kerosene? It was an electric.
No, it was not a kerosene gas lamp.
It would have died. Battery powered
LED light emitting dot. No, it was not. It was fluorescent. That's what it was. It was not a light emitting diode. It was a fluorescer.
It was a flow lamp.
Right. That's electronic excitation, and then it goes down slowly, and you get fluorescence.
I need you to bring your electronic excitation down a couple notches, Silas.
What can I say? I'm excited. So yeah, that's what we would do. Sometimes we get little snacks, and I think we've
got
talked
a lot
about
of
that.
snacks.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that here before.
I think we have.
Probably. That we would.
We don't
want to
bore you with the other stuff.
No, yeah, we don't need to bore you with the details of but yeah, it was fun, and we would just I don't know what we would do. We'd probably just play on Game Boys.
Yeah, play Game Boy. Yeah,
we would be okay, we're camping, but we have a charging cord coming in through the tent, and we would just lay on we had carpeting back then. We did have carpeting in this room, so it was soft enough to just lay on.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, and we had sleeping bags and stuff like that. So it's not my definition of camping. I just haven't been camping in so long, and that's the
only because we weren't on vacation.
Only because we weren't on vacation.
Right.
Vachafing.
Vachafing. Well, you might have been vachafing a little bit.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I was on vacation. No, I wasn't. No. I totally got derailed.
Now I've got
with
Silas
that
all mixed
thing.
up. So, at further risk of Silas saying things that probably wishes he wouldn't have said on live public radio, public podcast,
NPR. No, we're not NPR.
Public YouTube. Yeah, camping, because some good memories that we had there.
I think everybody should go camping. Camping is a really fun time. You get to commute. commune with nature.
Well,
what am I? Some kind of a...
You just need to understand that if you go camping, you're probably going to start out nice. Oh yeah, it's fun. And then as you progress throughout the time, you're going to be like, okay,
wait, yeah. You can't go camping for like 10 days or something stupid like that.
We used to go camping for like 7 or 8, 9 days at a time.
That's why I said 10, just because I didn't want to make it look like we were stupid. You can go camping for like a weekend or like 4 days. I think that's a good like entry-level camp is a weekend. And then if you're like, that was really fun, go for another weekend. And if you're like, that was really fun, go for 4 days. If you're like, that was enough fun, go back to a weekend.
My point was just like, there'll be a time when it's like the people that you go camping with, if you're not careful, you guys will get under each other's skins because you're camping in, small enclosed space, everyone's sniffing each other's butts. Like, it's not like a friendly environment for that type of those close proximity relationships for a long period of time. So it's might get heated a little bit, but in the end you will enjoy it.
I don't know what that analogy was, but I don't want to hear it again.
What?
Sniffing each other's butts.
Like dogs.
Like dogs or cats, yeah, but we're talking people.
Oh, that's why it's an analogy.
Sure. You do you.
All right, I made Silas uncomfortable with that analogy, so he's trying to bite his windscreen now. So
windscreen, the breath of God.
Yeah. Well, you should go camping.
Go camping. It's fun. I mean, I would recommend Georgia, Tennessee, up on the mountaintop in Tennessee. Great estate in the land of the free.
Tennessee. Go camping.
Brick bag butter. Yeah. Go camping. It's a great time. And if you want just a little dry run, try camping in your house with some friends and stay at least 5 feet away from each other's butts.